What's up, world? Let me tell you about this beard growth oil I got from 12 tribes on Earth. 8 ounces of oily goodness with a nozzle that prevents sprays and spills, and soft ingredients that make it perfect addition to anyone's morning routine. From coconut to castor, all these oils are hand chosen. After using this herbal blend, the biggest thing I noticed is how soft and how strong my hair was, and how good I feel. Pick up your bottle today and make your beard the star of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the word is out. Donald Trump has defunded the Latino Smithsonian Museum, and there is nothing in the budget for it in 2026. So I don't know how many ways Donald Trump got to show you he doesn't care. He does not care. And look at how he's doing this during a time when he's got ICE all over the place deporting Latinos out of the country, and at the same time, he's defunding the Smithsonian for Latinos. So let's get into this story, ladies and gentlemen. Trump defunds Smithsonian Latino Museum. The Trump administration's proposed fiscal 2026 budget notably removes dedicated funding for the National Museum of the American Latino, a project still in its conceptual phase. Despite being authorized in 2020 as a Smithsonian institution to highlight Latino history and contributions, the museum was excluded from funding in the White House plan. Instead of allocating resources for the Latino Museum's development, the Smithsonian's budget justification recommends reverting to a model where Latino-themed collections and exhibits are integrated across existing Smithsonian museums via the Latino Center. Similarly, the proposed budget phases out separate support for the Anacostia Community Museum, shifting its staff, collections, and programming under the umbrella of the National Museum of African American History and Culture. The plan is presented as a cost-saving measure aimed at streamlining administration and operations. Bipartisan backlash and cultural implications. The budget cuts have drawn criticism from both Democrats and some Republicans. U.S. Senator Catherine Cortez Masto emphasized that the Latino Museum was intended to move forward alongside the American Women's History Museum, reflecting bipartisan consensus. She condemned the funding cut as undermining that agreement. Representative Nicole Maliotakis, a proponent of the Latino Museum, voiced disappointment and noted that the White House had not extended endorsements similar to those previously offered to the Women's Museum. Local and community leaders have also raised alarms. Critics argue the Smithsonian's decision could erase unique cultural narratives and diminish representation for Latino and Anacostia area communities. Advocates for both museums are preparing to lobby Congress to reject the funding cuts. Broader cultural purge. These proposed budget cuts align with a series of Trump-era measures targeting cultural and historical institutions. A March executive order directed an ideological review of Smithsonian content, and the attempt to remove National Portrait Gallery director Kim Sajet over DEI commitments raises concerns about a broader agenda to eliminate what the administration deems improper ideology, particularly from minority-centered exhibitions. The Latino Museum wasn't the only casualty. The Anacostia Museum, founded in 1967 to highlight African American culture and history, is also targeted, potentially reducing community access to a vital cultural institution. What's next? While the federal budget plan outlines the White House's priorities, Congress holds the power to block or amend these cuts. Already, Senate and House Republicans and Democrats have signaled support for continued funding, framing the museums as key to America's inclusive narrative. As lawmakers debate appropriations, museum supporters are mobilizing. Heritage advocates argue this is more than a budget issue. It's a fight for historical representation and cultural equity. Bottom line. If Congress approves the current budget framework, the Smithsonian will lose dedicated funding for two culturally emblematic institutions, the National Museum of the American Latino and the Anacostia Community Museum. The proposed shift to broader integration models may streamline budgets, but critics say it risks diluting the unique voices and heritage these museums were designed to amplify. The final verdict now lies with Congress. So, look, this is only a month after Donald Trump also did the same thing to the African American Smithsonian, and he's taking artifacts out of it, removing history from it. You know, Donald Trump, I know you may think you're doing something to help the white man shine up in here by suppressing everybody else, but your move, in my opinion, looks insecure. Because if you were insecure about yourself and your people, then no achievements other groups have would intimidate you. These moves only show you are intimidated, and you don't care how artificial it looks, just as long as men like you shine all the time and everybody else gets pushed down in the abyss. But all of this is in vain, Donald Trump, at the end of the day, because you can't shine brighter than the people you rule over. Always remember that. See, you are just a president in the temporary sense. Now, I know you're trying to change laws so you can be in there indefinitely, but we know that's not going to happen. You're going to be 82 years old by the time your term is up. Way too old to be looking for some longevity up in here, okay? You look insecure. This move is insecure. What you did to the African American Museum is insecure. You are a very frail, fragile, insecure man. And the only way you can make yourself look good is by trying to make other people disappear. And that's pretty sad. You sad, frail, little nothing little man. That's all I can say. You are a little nothing man that's scared that somebody can outshine you that don't look like you. Happens every day in America, whether you like it or not. Y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.